So as you can see, we've got some nasty weather that just hit us here in the south. It is 4 degrees right now, and I should have some gloves on, but I want to talk about what would you do if the power went out or you lost grid power? How prepared are you? So today's episode, we're going to be talking about power stations, and we are going to cover or show and review a power station that may help you in a situation like this. So let's go in the house where it's nice and warm and talk about this power station. Well, let me tell you about this power station. It is a 2,400 watt AC output with a 3,600 watt power lifting mode. And this capacity of this unit is 2,048 watt hours. So when I got this from Bluetti, I was very surprised of how much power this thing puts out. This thing charges wicked fast too. It can go from 0 to 80% in only 45 minutes. That's right, 45 minutes. And that's with a 2,400 watt AC input. There are 6 ways you could charge this power station. And one is through your AC, which is your grid power. Another way is solar power panels, and I'll talk to you about that in just a second. But this thing will accept 1,200 watts of solar power panel, and that would charge in about 1.5 to 2 hours. Another way is you can charge this in your car. Another way is a generator or a lead acid batteries, and AC and solar together. So those are the 6 ways that this thing can be topped off. Now, it does come with a smart control feature, which is an app that Bluetti has for your Android or your iOS Apple iPhones. And you would be able to control everything from turning off, turning on, to the settings, to monitoring. I mean, the whole works with your phone. So that Bluetti app is amazing, and I will show you how to use that here in just a second. This thing here, when you charge it to an AC or grid power, it is this is the most quietest power station fan that I've ever heard. When I actually plugged it in, I walked away. I had to turn around and check because I thought I forgot to put the plug in the wall outlet, but I will show you all that in just a second. Now, when I mentioned this thing is expandable, this AC200L is perfectly compatible with the B210 battery, the B230 battery, and the B300 battery. These are expansion batteries, and you can elevate the capacity of this AC200L to an incredible 8,192 watts. Hey everyone, I want to thank my family, friends, and our 33,000 subscribers. That is just amazing. And you know, you guys have been, you all have been with me from day one when I started the channel. So for me to give back to you, what I did is I've reached out to some of our sponsors, and when they send items for review and testing, like a company called Sulfurn, I hope I'm spelling this right, and you know, I love my flashlights, so they've been sending me a bunch of flashlights to test, and I also asked them to send me an additional item for our subscribers. And in this video, the Bluetti video, I'm giving away one of these mini flashlights from Sulfurn. this is a great EDC flashlight for your pocket. And I've never used it, I've never taken off the tag, and it is rechargeable. As you can see there, rechargeable lithium, I guess one of them lithium batteries. And it does come with a clip and instruction manual in the box. So what I'm doing is I am giving away this item free of charge. Shipping's on me if you're in the 50 states of the continental US. And like I said, I never used it before, but before I send it out, we'll do a quick test on it and show you how it works. But what you can do if you want to win that, all you have to do is comment and put Semper Gumby along with your comments in the comment box. And then I'll know that you are interested in, you know, trying to win or get this Sofrin flashlight. This is the SC13. But thank you, Sofrin, for getting these out so we can get it to our subscribers. So let me tell you about our Patreon page real quick. It's a great way to support the channel, and as little as $3 a month, just $3 a month, you will be able to get discounts on Semper Gumby coffee, whether it's K-Cups or grinds, beans, whatever we got on the Semper Gumby coffee website. Of course, some swag, some hoodies. Get your chance to win some hoodies, sweatshirts, t-shirts, decals, as well as some other giveaways. And we got bigger giveaways that we don't do on our YouTube channel for our Patreon you know, patrons. And I'll post videos on there that I don't post on YouTube. It got info on gatherings and little, you know, information. But like I said, you know, the lowest tier is $3 a month. That's $36 a year, and you get discounts on our Semper Gumby coffee, our swags, t-shirts, hoodies, decals, as well as giveaways. We are going to actually give away a Camp Lux shower here in about 2 videos. It'll be next month in February for our patron subscribers. So that Camp Lux shower is almost $300. So get yourself on our Patreon page, support the channel, and then you might be able to win one of those Camp Lux shower. If you don't know what it is, check out my video of the Camp Lux shower. So maybe 4 or 5 videos back where I brought it camping. We've only used it for testing. We haven't used it that one time for that video. So patreon.com, sign up. It's only $3 a month. Get yourself some cool swag, some gear, and some other cool things from the Semper Gumby channel. But anyway, let's get back to that Bluetti AC200 video. And thank you. I'll see you guys on our next video. Now this unit has a crazy solar power input, 1200 watts of solar power input. That is just amazing. And if you have the capabilities of using 1200 watts of solar power, it only will take 2 hours to top this puppy off. The unit itself has a 5-year warranty, and it does have pass-through charging. So UPS stands for uninterrupted power supply. And basically, while this is plugged into grid power and you've got your electronics plugged into the unit, if the grid power goes down, a blackout, or you loss of any kind of power, this will shift to keep your electronics running without any surges, so you don't damage your equipment. Now, a lot of you are probably saying, well, they just came out with the AC200 Max. What's the difference between the AC200 Max and the AC200L? Well, the difference is that the AC200L has 2400 watts of power, while the 200 Max has 2200 watts of power. So we're talking about a 200 watt-hour difference. And as portable as this AC200L is, it's an amazing companion for your RV, your camper, your rig, your off-grid cabin. it's also powerful enough to run all your appliances. And we are going to do that here in just a little bit. When you purchase your Bluetti AC200L, you are going to get the unit itself, the power station. You are going to get a warranty card and a owner's manual, a Bluetti power cord bag, and all the power cords for your AC, your solar, and your DC are all in this bag. You're also going to get an AC charging cable, and this is it right here, your typical AC charging cable, but on the other end is a 3-prong threaded on barrel that we'll show you how to use that here in just a second. But this is the AC cable. You're also going to get a DC input cable. I mean, it's got the same, this one has 2 prongs, and you've got your DC connector there. You also get a solar charging cable, and same thing, your connectors. Okay. You will get some grounding screws, they're in a bag. And you will get your DC input cable, and this is a 12-volt, and that also goes into your power station. It is heavy and it is big, so it's not something you can tote around from your car to the football games or anything like this. This power station is meant to be charged and then used to power things, like I said, in an RV, camper, or just a home use. I mean, you can transport it because it does have 2 handles on here, but we're talking about 62 pounds for this unit. And like I said, it's pretty big and heavy. The handles are stationary, but it has a textured grip on the inside so you can grab on securely. Now, I have small hands, so you know, gripping this isn't a problem. If you had large hands, I could see where your knuckles would hit on the inside. But for me, I'm fine moving this around or carrying it around from place to place, from the RV or the camper back into the house. Now, all of these power stations have a fan to dissipate heat when you are charging it. But this fan right here is so quiet that I had to do a double take, and it's only 50 decibels loud. I mean, and when we put it, charge it, I will let you hear it, and you'll be blown away with how quiet this thing is. The batteries in here are a LiFePO 4, which is a lithium iron phosphate battery. It has over 3,000 cycles that you can charge and discharge this thing at. That is just amazing. I'll never probably see 3,000 cycles out of this thing. But that is quite a bit if you're using this constantly every day. When you look at this from the front, you will notice that this thing has quite a bit of outputs. It has 11 outputs, and each output is covered with a rubber cover to prevent dust and water or moisture from getting in. But when you turn on the unit, all you have to do is press the power button once. You will see the green light illuminate, and then your LCD screen will come in. You will see 4 inputs on your screen, as well as the percentage of the power station. Now, on the left side, you have your DC inputs and outputs. On your right side, you have your AC input and outputs. And then in the middle, you have your percentage of your battery power. Right now, we're showing 100% and 99.9 hours. Here on the left side, you have your DC outputs. The first one is a 12-volt, 10 amp, like we discussed earlier. I'd like to see this become a 15 amp car charger or your cigarette lighter. And then right below, you have your 48-volt, 8 amp connector for DC. When you look at the unit, in the middle, on the very bottom, you have your USB outputs, and you have 4 of them here, okay? In the middle, you have 2 USB-As, and on the ends, you have 2 USB-Cs, which are 100 watts, perfect for your laptops and battery charging. Here on the right-hand side, you have 4 now AC outputs, and like I said, this thing's pretty amazing. It has 4 of them in here. If you look on the right side, you have your AC outputs here. These are 120 volts, and you have 4 of them, and they all have your rubber cover on there. So having 4 makes it a lot convenient if you have multiple AC outputs that you want to charge up. Now you're probably wondering, what is this on the right hand side? For those who have an RV, camper, or off-grid trailer, something that requires 30 amps, there you go. This AC200L can support power to a RV, camper, or anything with a 30 amp connection. Now this one doesn't have all the bells and whistles like the AC 180p or the other ones, because they all have a 15-watt wireless charging pad on the top. This one does not. This one does not have an LED light on the back as well. It's just a power station with testosterone built on steroids. So that's just a quick overview on the power station. We are going to go in the kitchen and power up some appliances and see what this mammoth of a power station can do. So before we do all that, let's put some items connected to this. So let's start off with my MacBook Pro, and let's plug that in. And that is AC, USB, and DC. So right now, we're drawing 17 watts from the MacBook Pro. Let's go ahead and plug in my camera batteries in the USB. And you can see that comes on. And now we're drawing a total of 28 watts. And then now let's plug in my battery pack to the other USB. And you can see that it's charging. And let's turn it on. And you'll see that this will jump up probably to about 1400 watts. Yep, it's at 1400 watts. Now, let's take the power from my sous vide oven and plug that in. Okay, so let's go ahead and plug in our sous vide oven. Okay, power just came on. Okay, it's running, and we are drawing a total of 1500 watts. So the oven and the coffee machine draw about the same amount of wattage, but I can power up a microwave and stuff like that. So go ahead and shut that down because I'm not cooking anything. So now we're going to go ahead and charge the unit up. What I like about the plug is you'll see there's a little notch there and a little notch there, and it's for your fingers, and it's pretty easy to put in. I mean, you just line it straight up to the top and it goes right in, and all you got to do is tighten this coupling and now you have it connected, and you know, you won't accidentally pull out. Okay, once I plug this in, it'll go ahead and start. So let me just hit the start button right there, and let's plug it in. And right now we're showing 1200 watts of AC input. And let's see how long it'll take to get to 100%. Now, I don't know if you can hear it, but the fan just kicked on. It is so super quiet. And we are coming up on 6 minutes and 5 seconds. And there we go, 100% in right under 7 minutes. So what I think about the Bluetti AC200L, I think it's a beast of a power station, and it'd be a perfect addition if you had a camper, RV, a trailer, off-grid cabin, or for home power, because this thing will power everything up. Now, it will not be available until February 2nd, but if you go to the Bluetti website at bluettipower.com, you can check these out. I don't know what the price will be on this. Bluetti always has specials on their website, and I'm sure that these will have a special going on. Now, I brought my other power stations here just to show you that there is a wide variety of power stations out there based on your needs. Now, if you're looking for something, just your cell phone, a laptop, something you can carry from the car to the campsite or to these little events, the Bluetti EB3A right here. This is a small and light power station, and this one right here is 268 watt hours. Bluetti EB3A has a little bit more bells and whistles for something that's small. It also has 15 watt wireless charging on the top, and it does have a light right there. So this is perfect for if you're using it, like I said, to power small pieces of equipment. If you're looking for something to put up in your rooftop tent, you know, or to carry up, this would be a perfect addition because it's so small and lightweight. Now, if you want something bigger than that, we got the AC60, and that's a 600 watt power station there. And this thing right here is expandable, as well as these other ones on the bottom. And you can expand this one up to over 1400 watts of power. Now, this one also has a 15 watt wireless charging, and it does have an LED light in the back, and it has 2 AC outputs there, and then you have your USB-A and USB-Cs. Nothing really fancy about it. It's just a great power station if you're looking for something bigger than the EB3A. This right here is the AC180P, and it is the big brother of the AC180. Now, the difference between the 180 and the 180P is this one's 1440 watt hours, and the AC180 was only about 1200. But you still got 4 AC outlets, and these are all pure sine inverters, so you get real good clean power. This also allows you for solar power panel, and then you have your 12 volt DC plug. This one right here has 5 USB outlets on here. So this is also a great one to have if you're looking for something mid-range. But if that still isn't enough, then you can revert to the Mammoth steroid power station here. So be prepared. Having one of these units makes a big difference. So check out Bluetti.